Todd Gurley, the 2011 Arnold R. Solomon Award for North Carolina's top high school football player in the state of North Carolina.
Before Todd Gurley was on his way to Super Bowl 53 as a running back for the Los Angeles Rams.
You know, that's why it's a team sport. This is the greatest team sport.
Before Todd Gurley amassed a large social media following with 671,000 followers on Twitter, as well as 1.5 million on Instagram. Before Todd Gurley had an estimated net worth of $15 million, with his legacy forever cemented into Madden NFL 19, and even his own trading card.
I don't know why you said that. Todd Gurley II. What the frick?
Todd Gurley has played with the Rams for so long, he can remember back to when the team was based in St. Louis. So like a year ago. Now starting with the team in 2015, Todd's sports dreams were steering him in a different direction. Back in high school, he was involved in football, basketball, and track and field. His coaches watching his every move on the court, while Todd was leaning more towards basketball. Either way, he knew he had to do something. Now living in a trailer home in North Carolina with his mom and 4 brothers, Todd was raised to be humble. Now some nights the family, they would have only oatmeal to eat for dinner. Now Todd, he was taught by people in his life that in order to get where he wanted, he needed to work for it. Now playing football since he was just a young kid, many coaches saw potential in his abilities. However, upon arrival to high school, well, he had grown so tired of playing football and had his eyes set on basketball. But with a little more push from his mentors, well, they got him set on the right track. Now Todd would go on to grind it out on the high school football team, eventually moving on to the University of Georgia in 2012. And since joining the NFL, well Todd, he's amassed quite the fan base.
What do you think if we go watch Todd Gurley play football today?
But they're in LA.
No, they're not. They're playing Jacksonville. We're going to see Todd Gurley play. Oh.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCredden, documenting the life and career of Todd Gurley prior to fame. Here for you, of course, on before they were famous. Now, like a lot of you guys, we're getting pumped for the Super Bowl. I'm throwing a party, and we wanted to get you guys up to date on all the key players. You know, because it's the big game, we want to get in on the action. Why not? Now, we've also done videos on Colin Kaepernick, J.J. Watt, and of course, Tom Brady. If I did that like way back in the day, it could use an update. Be sure to check those out. Check out our athletes playlist. Let us know who's next in the comments down below. Now let's talk Todd Gurley. There's nothing feminine about this man. It's just his name. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
And Gurley gets there. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Todd Gurley II was born on August 3rd, 1994 in Baltimore, Maryland. Now he's named after his father, Todd Jerome Gurley I, and according to news articles, he prefers to be known as the second, not Junior. Now Todd's mom, Darlene Simmons, raised him as well as his 4 brothers, Princeton, Devin, Shannon, and Tarek. And his 3 older brothers have a different father by the name of John. Now, he unfortunately passed away before Todd was born. Due to his B-More roots, well, you can guess that Todd is a Ravens fan, and as a kid growing up, he would idolize famous Raven alums like Ed Reed and Jamal Lewis. He also grew up a fan of his hometown Baltimore Orioles, and he had developed a love for basketball, even though the Bullets, they came and went before, well, he was even born. Now, Todd has stated that his favorite player is Carmelo Anthony. While Melo played for the Nuggets and the Knicks, he, much like Todd, well, his roots are in the Baltimore area. Now, Todd collected sneakers growing up. His father would often purchase him the hottest new set of kicks, usually worn by his favorite basketball stars. Now, Todd's older brother Shannon saw potential in him from an early age, like 6, so much so that he helped young Todd enroll in Baltimore's Pro Warner League, where he would play with kids 9 to 11 years old.
Because everybody else was playing. Like, if you wasn't playing football, then you was just at the house or not doing nothing, getting in trouble somewhere, so.
Todd's mom, Darlene, wanted her boys to have a normal upbringing in a quieter town. So the family, they eventually made their way south to Tarboro, a small town of over 10,000 people in North Carolina's Edgecombe County. Now his father, Ted Sr., he remained back in Maryland. And it was quite an adjustment for the athlete in the making, who was, in the 6th grade at the time. Now, as you can imagine, life in Tarboro was much quieter than in Baltimore. And living in a trailer at the Lone Pine Mobile Home Park, well, the family didn't have a whole lot to do. Now, Todd, he didn't even have cable television. But, well, that didn't seem to be an issue. As it turns out, Todd's brother had an extensive collection of DVDs that included over 20 seasons of The Simpsons. Now Todd, he fell in love with the show, with all the antics of Homer Simpson, and that greatly resonated with him as a young man. Now he stated that he admired the character because he does what he wants and he says what he wants. And as for the films, well, he enjoys those as well. In 2013, he tweeted out stating, "Watching Superbad for about the 185th time. Hashtag favorite movie." What can I say? The kid's got some good taste. Now Todd's mom Darlene, she worked hard to provide for her large family. She took up work as an assistant at a nursing home. Looking back on Todd's upbringing, well, she stated, "They always had the things they needed. We didn't have big expensive things, but he always had clean pressed clothes, food, and well, a roof over his head. He always had friends and love. We stuck together through the good and bad." Attending nearby Tarboro High School, while Todd became heavily involved in the school's sporting activities, he even ran track, placing 7th in the 2010 state finals. While football was still a possibility for the teen, he had his sights set on basketball. Tarboro High's basketball coach, LaShawn Jenkins, well, he saw tons of potential in him and told him that one day, well, his name would be on the back of a jersey at a major college. It was support like this in basketball that strayed Todd further from football. In fact, he stated, "I wasn't going to play football, I was just going to chill. I wanted to play basketball, I decided that's what I was going to focus on. I played football my entire life. I was tired of it and didn't want to play anymore." While he ultimately chose football later on, Coach Jenkins instilled in Todd a sense of respect and honor that would stay with him. Now the two, they would go on to Mama's Pizza on North Main Street and talk about his future. Coach Jenkins would tell him no matter what career he chose, he had to stay out of trouble, choose the right friends, and do well in school. Now, if he got the right grades, he might have been able to receive a scholarship. Todd ended up living up to all these expectations, but he wouldn't be applying them to basketball for much longer. Now, looking for a ride home one night from a friend, well, he wandered onto a field during football practice where the Vikings were playing. Coach Bo Robinson scolded the young man for ditching football, and he must have gotten pretty mad, because the very next day, well, Todd showed up with his equipment. Now, this was convenient as the team was only in the early weeks of the season, and well, he began playing defense. Now, Todd excelled on the football field. Coach Jeff Craddock, he was impressed by Todd, and upon first sight, but he decided that he wasn't ready to play varsity squad just yet. He decided to keep him on the junior varsity for the rest of the 2009 season. Once he made the varsity squad, well, he had eyes on him from all over the country. His mother said she received so many letters that the mailman, well, he began getting angry.
Just came here to tell y'all where I'll be taking my talents to next year, and that'll be the University of Georgia. Go Dogs.
Graduating from Tarboro in 2012, well, he ultimately chose the University of Georgia in Athens, where he played for the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, Todd was active as a running back for 3 seasons through 2012 to 2014.
Running all those touchdowns. What a beautiful view, right?
Man, a great view.
By the end of his tenure with the Bulldogs, he had rushed a total of 3,285 yards. In 2015, he attended the NFL draft in Chicago, where he was drafted to the St. Louis Rams with the 10th overall pick.
The St. Louis Rams select Todd Gurley, running back, Georgia.
There you go, Marshall Faulk.
Right after being drafted to the Rams, he received a personal phone call from head coach Jeff Fisher.
Enjoy this moment, man. This is a phone call of a lifetime. You're never going to forget it. Okay? Just enjoy it.
As for the rest of the story, well, it's going to play out for you on Super Bowl Sunday because this is before they're famous. Now, we've actually made 2 shorter bios on 2 other players we think might interest you. They're right below me right now. They're on my second channel. We upload so much here on the main channel, we're starting to move some more stuff over there. Be sure to check these out, and while you're over there, hit subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!